Shout out to Glass Shark. Clan, on topic question. How do you feel about the stadium situation as it escalates? I know you aren't from here, but man, this stuff is getting so out of hand. Honestly, I'll be real with you. I kind of understand it to an extent as far as the mayor's standpoint, right? I think at this point, I'm like in a weird situation, right? Because I don't want to argue just from ignorance, right? And I feel like one thing that really bothers me and a pet peeve of mine is people that argue things from ignorance, right? If I say something with all the confidence in the world, it's because I've looked into it and I actually do believe what I'm believing. But the only discourse that I'm seeing from this entire situation is her saying, we want more information, we want transparency, so everyone knows what they're getting. Fine, cool, I'm cool with that, right? I think that alone does make sense. But now it seems like we are getting a lot of transparency. But as far as the discourse and people talking about it, it's been pretty heinous, man. It's been people like calling her out of her name. It's been death threats. I mean, we've already talked about this person who went to jail over this. Hold on, I'll bring up his photo. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, this right here is nonsense, bro. Like, Twitter user getting into group chat saying, hey, we should kill the mayor. It's insane. Absolutely insane. And I think people are just taking it so far. So for me, it's a really weird situation you're in, right? Because most people that's talking about it, that's so vocal about it, don't actually know what's going on, right? But they're quick to say it's like it's been really, I mean, I'll just be honest with you guys, it's been very racist, it's been very misogynistic. There's people saying like, I've seen so much discourse, I guess it's Twitter as a whole, but people like, oh, she's DEI, get this B away, you know, and then obviously this guy saying killer. Like, it's insane. I think some of you people really need to go touch some grass. But with that being said, what I do want to do is at least show what Don Harris posted here, because I think that he gave us like an outline. He's been posting on it like crazy. And as far as just factual information, as far as what's getting out there, and anything that you're talking about politically, there's going to be nuances that's just lost. Even when you just put the facts of the matter, there might be a little bit more to it, but he's not putting his opinion on any of it. Which I think with something like this is not that harmful, but maybe certain other situations it would be a little bit more harmful. But let's see here. So yeah, I've been trying to keep up with it. Strangely enough, I actually did a video yesterday and I didn't put it out because he put more information out today. So it's like, it's so much. So the last thing we talked about was on the 17th, and then he actually posted more since the stuff that we oh no, this was it. He added, oh no, he didn't. Okay, sorry. This is what he added. All right, so he says here, so we'll just go through all his stuff, right, about what's going on. So he said it appears that the mayor will again attempt to delay the approval of the term sheet negotiated with the Spurs for a new downtown arena. This new agenda has caught council members and the Spurs by surprise tonight. The city council meeting on the 21st could see some real fireworks. A little confused by this because I don't really know how that would, I don't know how that would have surprised the Spurs. It seemed like something that was already kind of out there. So, I'm not sure. Let's see. But let me go up. Let's see here. So we got some details from Jordan Elder. Project Marvel, we've got some seemingly conflicting resolutions here for Thursday's council meeting. One calls for the city to pause term sheet negotiations till an economic study is finished. The newest calls for the city to move ahead, complete term sheet negotiations. So I'll tell you guys this right off the bat. My knee-jerk reaction is always to get as much information as humanly possible. One thing that I haven't seen is when people start to talk about like why she wants to delay it, most of the people that I see just say it's a power move, or like these very vague statements like, oh, she's doing it just to assert some dominance. And it's like, what does that mean? Like, for what? Like, what is the reason here? The only thing I can think of, you know, if especially if I'm being charitable, is just complete transparency for the community. That's all I can think of, right? Maybe she's taking it too far, sure, maybe, but like that's the only thing I can think of. As far as like saying she's asserting dominance, I would need a little bit more. I would just need more than that. That's not enough for me to, you know. Yeah, I don't get that. Let's see here. Oh wait, somebody says, yeah, she's getting way more hate than is deserved. I'm just curious where you stand on the actual idea that Spurs might leave if they don't get it. Oh, okay, I got you. And he says, and San Antonio has always been a liberal city. Electing an LGBT I didn't even know she was LGBT. It doesn't matter. It's not radical for us. What is radical is her fighting a big revenue generator for the city tooth and nail. Strikes me as odd. Yeah, I don't really understand, but I don't want to jump to, oh, it's like a power move. I don't, why? Like, I don't, what, like most people want this. I don't know. Let's see. But how do I feel about if this weren't to go down? I think that there is a legitimate threat, but I don't think that there's a threat right now, if that makes sense. I think there is a threat of losing San Antonio, which isn't cool, which isn't good. It's a bad thing. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then we have. Oh wait, this isn't what I was thinking of. Let's see. So Don here says the mayor has concerns that the city's contribution was unknown. Now it is in writing. Not possibly 689 million if cost rises to 1.5 billion, but rather 489 million max, or 38% of costs, whichever is less. Okay. Hold on. Term sheet down to structure the new arena. Is this just about the arena? Okay. Term sheet summary. Yeah, I knew the Spurs upped their contributions, right? 500 million Spurs direct contribution towards the 1.3 billion arena costs. Okay. Spurs cover 100% of any and all costs that overruns. That's good. $1.4 billion Spurs guarantee alongside private developers and private development projects to create jobs and enhance family entertainment opportunities. I also heard that there won't be any. Oh, it's down here. $75 million Spurs community benefits agreement over the 30-year lease term. Man, that's. I'll be on here as an elderly man, y'all. 2.1 billion total Spurs commitment all in. All right. And that includes arena contribution, overruns, private development guarantees, and community benefits. Okay. No cost to San Antonio homeowners or renters. This is what I was going to talk about, because the financing structure doesn't rely on property taxes or even sales tax. No money diverted from the city's general fund. $489 million city contribution, $311 million county contribution. Someone said it's odd. It's a little odd, right? I'm one that I definitely want to take the approach of, you know, just constantly getting a little bit more information, because right now everything that we're getting as far as like motives is just not, I don't think it's reasonable right now. You know what I mean? And I'm not one that exercised the Dunning-Kruger effect, okay? Too many people don't know much about anything, and they think that they know everything about something. I'm only going to really go in if I'm 100% confident. But I can say at least my reaction to this is it seems pretty transparent, and it seems helpful, and it seems like it's fine. Why not go through with it? But at the same time, if, you know, she's getting information that, hey, this isn't enough transparency or there's more to it, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, you know, I don't know enough about it, guys. And unfortunately, the only stuff that I get is, factual information as far as what's being out, what's being said amongst some people. But as far as like a nuanced analysis of what's going on her side of it, the PR has not been good enough to understand it. But I am a believer that the people that are out saying like she's the B word killer, all this stuff, it wouldn't have mattered what the PR did. You know what I mean? Dunning-Kruger true in the same way. Yeah, you got to be that way. Let's see. July's a pretty smart guy. July probably knows what's going on. What's up, July? Her wanting also has cons. She has to remember it costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to do her own study and inflation costs that come in every year with construction. She also wants to hire and he says, research team that has zero experience in these sort of projects. I don't know. I just get real bad vibes from her, from this situation. So you do think it's something, huh? Yeah, I don't know. It says, as someone who cared less about Democrats and Republicans, I never seen a mayor start off this bad and disliked by the public and city council as she has. That's right. There shows there's more to it than we think. She's just not good at politics and speaking to the community. I mean, that could be very well true. I think that's true. I think that genuinely is true. I don't think that I've seen some of her like her interviews and stuff. Yeah, I think that's where people come in. They say like PR is, yeah. And I agree with you. I don't like Democrats or Republicans. But I'm not going to equate the two. I've been very transparent with you. I'm not equating the two. Republicans are pretty wild, if I say so myself. PR is bad, very bad. Yeah, it's very bad. Anyways, so that's the information we know so far. It sounds like a vote is coming pretty soon. The Spurs have contributed a little bit more money to the project, so that's good. It seems like more is getting written in paper, so we'll see what happens. I think that he posted something. I thought he posted something breaking it down a little bit better for people. Maybe he didn't. Wasn't that Don Harris that did that? Did he delete it? What's this? The Spurs' contribution to early childhood education, $60 million, is more than the Oklahoma City Thunder's entire contribution, $50 million, for a new OKC arena. With the city paying $950 million, the Spurs are investing $1 billion, $500 of the arena and $500 in development. Dang. Spurs have an official statement. I didn't even read it. I'm sorry. RC Buford and CEO, we're pleased to take this next step in the process, which will ultimately give the voters the opportunity to decide on the arena project this November. As part of the proposed term sheet, the Spurs' total commitment will be $2.1 billion. What has been consistent throughout this process is our commitment to ensure no tax impact on San Antonio families and our assurance to cover 100% of any and all construction cost overruns. From our very first conversations with city leaders, this has always been about more than a venue. It's about building a place that fosters opportunity, creates lasting memories, and ensures San Antonio continue to thrive for generations to come. We're grateful to the San Antonio City Council, City Mayor Eric Walsh, Judge Peter Sakai, and County Commissioners for the time and commitment they've invested in this process. Their leadership has been invaluable in helping us reach this milestone, and we look forward to continuing this work together on behalf of the people of San Antonio. All right. I don't know. Spurs move, I move. Hey, when Spurs move, I move. Just like that. When Spurs move, I move. Just like that. Hey, Popovich, bring that back. Let's see. Yeah, she does come across like that, July. That's the PR. Like that she's unaffected if the Spurs were to leave. Like that's their choice if they decide to leave in her interviews. Like it gives off that vibe for sure. I definitely think she can convey the information a little bit better. I guess I'm just kind of fighting against, for a lot of people, it wouldn't have mattered, right? But us being logical, I think it does matter because I do want to know. I don't want to just jump to some vague, oh, she's doing it for power. I don't. Not a Marvel supervillain. I don't know, man. We truly did get spoiled by 10. What are you talking about? Y'all random. Anyways. We'll see what happens. Just gave you some of the stuff from Don Harris. Let me know your opinions whenever we post this. I don't know. But yeah, in the comments, let me know your opinion. But please, don't get weird, okay? Don't get weird. Don't give vague reasons. If you genuinely know and you've been keeping up with all of this, just convey the information, right? Just convey the information. Don't get weird. You know what I mean?